Hello everyone, we are from Group 2 and today we would like to present to you about the design and the documents of an accounting information system for a business entity called Roti M. In these presentations, we aim to explain how a structured and well-documented accounting information system can support a small business in improving accuracy, efficiency, and internal control. Before we start, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Syifa, number 5.
My name is Adelia Ramadani. My present number is 2.
My name is Adisti Naura Humaira. My presence number is 3.
Hello, I'm Sarika, number 7. So on this slide, we explain the background of the company that we analyze. So the company name is Roti M or Roti Maestro. The year established is 2019, and type of the business is manufacturer, that is the bakery business, and the ownership structure of this company is partnership, and the company is located at the Sawajajan Malang.
Next, we will talk about the department and the roles. First, we have the management department or the owner itself. Their main responsibility is to supervise overall operations, make important business decisions, approve major purchases, and check financial reports. The second one, we have the production department. They are responsible for mixing ingredients, baking products, and maintaining the quality of the product. The third one, we have the sales department, and their job title is sales clerk or cashier. Their responsibilities is to include serving customers, recording sales transactions, and handling cash payments. The fourth one, we have the logistic or the inventory department. Their job title is logistic or inventory staff. Their duties include receiving raw materials, managing stock levels, and preparing goods for delivery. The fifth one, we have the marketing department or marketing staff. They promote products both online and offline, and also handle social media campaigns. And the last one, we have the finance department. Their job title is accounting clerk or finance staff. Their responsibilities are to record daily transactions, manage petty cash, and prepare financial reports. So because Roti M is still in a MSME scale or still small business, it is actually possible for one person to handle more than one job or even more than one department.
Now I will talk about the existing form. Overall, the existing form is still very simple and informal. Most of them are handwritten on the transaction book or even on paper, and they are not standardized. They do not have a title, renumbering, and the information provided is not enough. Therefore, the existing form are incomplete, unclear, and not reliable for proper internal control and transaction tracking. As you can see here in one page of the transaction book, we can see a lot of data, and it is mixed, so it is hard to understand what is this data used for. Next, I will explain the existing system of purchasing raw materials based on the existing form on the form of flowchart documents. The process begins from the sales department. They receive customer order and record it manually on the transaction books. And then they produce customer order form, which is continued to on page A. On page A is production department. Based on the customer order form, they check the stock and ingredients in notebook from the previous date. And then they check the available material in the storage and makes the notes of purchase order or producing notes of purchase order. And this continues to on page B, which is the logistic department. Based on the notes of purchase order, the logistic department review the notes of the purchase order and then send it to the supplier. When the supplier receives the notes of purchase order, they process the purchase and deliver the goods. The logistic departments receive the notes of purchase order from the supplier with the delivery of goods. And then the logistic department inspect the goods received and match with the purchase order notes. And then the notes of purchase order will continue to off page 1, which is the finance department. Based on the notes of purchase order, finance department verify and reconcile. And then record the cash payment automatically in Excel and producing memorial journal. And then the notes of purchase order is also continue into the sales department, and based on that they can produce notes of finished goods, notes of work in process, proof of cash receipt, and also proof of cash payment. And all daily transactions are recorded manually by the sales department in one notebook page per date. And for the cash receipt and cash payment will be continued to off page 2, which is the finance department at the end of the month. Based on the cash receipt, cash payment, and memorial documents, they will record automatically for a cash flow and then producing cash flow journal. And then it is archived based on the dates, and then the memorial journal will be continued to of page 4, which is sent to the production process.
Next, I will tell you the actual conditions of the production process by Roti M. So first, start with the sales department receive a customer order. The sales record the order manually in the order notebook for that day. Based on the recorded order, sales prepare the customer order form. From this form, sales produce 4 related documents: notes of finished good, notes of work in process, cash receipt, and cash payments. The customer order form is then sent to the production department to start the production preparation. And the next one is the cash receipt and the cash payment copies are also sent to the finance department for recording and monitoring. Next is the material confirmations and preparation by the production department. So, the production department receives the customer sales order form from sales. Production also received the notes of purchase order from finance, confirming that the required raw materials from the purchase of raw materials process have been purchased and are ready for use. And then the production checks the dough stock and ingredients needed based on the customer order form and available inventory. Using the confirmed notes of purchase order, production ensures that all necessary materials are available before starting the process. So, the next one, we start the production process. The production team carries out each step of the bread making process sequentially. First is weighing ingredients based on the recipe and order details, and then mix the ingredients to form dough, and then kneading until the correct consistency is reached, and then shaping the dough into round portions. After shaping the dough, it stored in the inventory as stock dough to be used for the next production steps. At this stage, production records the stock dough in the notes of work in process to track unfinished product. These work in process notes are later reported to sales department, which compiles all ongoing production record. When production continues, the stock dough is taken from inventory for the next processes. And next, we have the filling process by adding fillings or toppings as required by the product. And the last one is baking to complete the bread making process. Once baking is complete, the finished bread is stored in the finished goods inventory. Productions then record the completed products in the notes of finished good. These finished goods notes are also sent to the sales department, which use them to track all finished products ready for delivery. And the fourth one, we have the storage and delivery of logistic department. After the production process is complete, both stock dough from the shaping stage and finished baked bread are stored in the appropriate inventory area. Stock dough is stored temporarily as work in process items. Finished baked bread is stored in the finished good inventory area. The production department records both inventory as follows: notes of work in process that contain information about stock dough currently held in storage, and also notes of finished good that contain information about baked products ready for delivery. Both of these notes are sent to the sales department, which use them to monitor product availability and fulfillment of customer order. And once the finished good inventory is updated, the logistics department prepares for delivery based on the customer order form and receipt from sales. The logistics checks the finished good inventory to confirm the product availability. Logistics then packs arrange the finished bread for shipment, and upon successful delivery, sales confirm that the completion of the customer order, while the delivery fees of the payments are collected and forwarded to the finance for recording. And the last one is delivery confirmations and financial recording by sales and finance department. Delivery fees or customer payments are collected during or after delivery. The finance department then receives all relevant documents from sales and logistics, including the cash receipts, cash payments, and the memorial entries from purchase of raw materials. The finance department verifies and reconciles all documents to ensure that consistency between production, delivery, and payment data. At the end of the month, finance records all the compiled all transactions into the cash flow report.
After looking at the existing form and the existing flowchart for the system, we also analyze some of the weaknesses. First, we identify weak authorizations. Another issue that we identify is the segregation of duties. And there is lack of supporting documents. Next is weak independent review. And finally, there is delayed recording.
Now I will explain the redesign of our transaction form. In the previously, our transaction in the company evidence was only handwritten on plain paper, which often caused missing information, inconsistent formats, and weak documentation. So, we redesign our form to meet the proper internal control standards. Starting from the top of the form is the company name and address. This section is the clearly identifies where the document comes from. It's ensure that every form is official, standardized, and easy to recognize. And then is the document title. The title shows the exact type of document, such as sales invoice, purchase invoice, or proof of cash payment. And this helps the user immediately understand the purpose of the form and prevent the confusion during the processing. And then is the serial number. Each form now has a unique evidence number. The serial number is crucial because it allows tracking, prevent duplication, and strengthen the audit trail. It ensures no document goes missing and every transaction can be traced. And then is the customer or supplier. And employee information is the depending on the form. This includes the name, job, or the cost, contact detail, or department. This creates clarity on who the transaction is related to the relevant data. And then is the relevant data table. This is the main part of the form. It includes the key information such as item description, quantity, pricing, totals, dates, or other required fields depending on the form. Structuring this data is reduce the error and ensure transactions are recorded accurately. Special instruction or notes. This area is capture any additional requirements, term, instruction, or clarification related to the transaction. And then is the authorization section. This section is requires signature from the responsible parties, for example, the preparer, checker, and approver. Authorization is ensure that each transaction is reviewed, validated, and aligned with segregation of duties. Next, I will explain the key internal control improvement that we have already implemented. For the first is the pre-number document, and for the second is the multi-level authorization, and for the third is the clear segregation of duties, and for the fourth is the standardized form design, and lastly, timely recording policy.
And finally, with the redesigned accounting information system, we believe that Roti M will be able to operate with stronger control, clear documentation, and more reliable financial information. I think that's all from us. Thank you for your time and attention. See you.